So I spent part of my day today writing an article, and the article was about how, well, two things. The first part of the article was about how Milo Yiannopoulos was berated by the mainstream media, who decided they were going to go into past videos and dig up some dirt on him, or what they perceived as dirt on him, and go in publicly embarrass him about some things that he said on a show about a year ago. And the public embarrassment that they're attacking him with. Now, this is after they've already started fires and had like a witch hunt on him at UC Berkeley and a couple other places. The left-leaning Antifa, the anti-fascists who are the fascists, are basically chasing Milo around and beating up his people who are going into his talks just because they want to suppress the ideals of those people. They don't want any kind of nationalism, any kind of American patriotism, anything that relates to what truly America is about, to stomp on their progressive idiocy. But anyway, the article that I wrote today, it's February 22nd, 2017, is on my Truth, Human Lies Matter WordPress site, and you can go there, and I will leave a link below in this, which will take me a few minutes after this posts to go ahead and put it in there, so it will be in the bottom below this video on YouTube, to the article that I'm referring to in this. But in the article, I have several videos, including Milo's press conference, which is a live feed conference. It's probably quite long. How he resigns from Brett Bart as to not cause any trouble for them, which I think is completely sad. I really don't think that he should have had to resign because of the mainstream media and their obtuse bullcrap. And then the video that they are using to degrade him is in there, and it is a Joe Rogan video about a year old. And in this video, he is talking to Joe Rogan about his life as a kid and being abused and sexually molested, and he's joking about this priest that molested him. And Milo is a comedian, and he's trying to make light of the subject, and he has a wry sense of humor, and a lot of people don't understand those things, and they're not politically correct, and people are freaking out over him joking about this. But a lot of people handle bad situations in their life with comedy. This was a long-standing way of handling bad situations in your life. Many comics that are out there make fun of themselves and their bad situations all the time. But because they've got it out for Milo, they've taken this way out in left field. And if you watch it, you'll see that this man who was abused as a boy, he's dealing with a typical case of Stockholm Syndrome, and he's dealing with a case of how to deal with emotional damage that was done to him as a kid. And I just don't understand how they can get away with doing this. And then, to top it off, today as well, Alex Jones' InfoWars show regularly has advertisement on the Google searches in the side of Google. If you're looking at ads, you'll see products that are sold by InfoWars, and there is no comment in the product sales things about anything political. There's a different site link for the items that are selling at InfoWars. It's InfoWars Sales or InfoWars Store or something like that. It's InfoWarsStore.com, not just InfoWars, which is the news site. And yes, you can reach the news site through the store and the store through the news site. However, they are two separate sites. And the company that does the advertising, I think it's called AdRoll, if I remember correctly, is telling them that they cannot advertise on Google anymore. This is one of the things out of the letter that they wrote. All content on your website should be relevant, accurate, informative, and up-to-date. Any claims should be easily verifiable. We are not able to promote websites that intentionally misrepresent their business, use any tactics falsely enhanced reputations of misrepresented actual offerings. Furthermore, all political content should focus on the merits of the candidate, and political messaging should not target special interests or groups or imply affiliations. This is in line with the policies of both AdRoll and our partner Ad Network policies. Given the nature of retargeting, that we are targeting customers with ads that have directly visited your website, we must ensure that we are also abiding by these policies and upholding such standards to ensure the confidentiality of our customers. Our policy center explicitly states these policies and links can be found, blah, blah, blah. Since your account was flagged, we are no longer able to run a campaign for your site and have now gone ahead and suspended your campaign. I'm sorry not to have better news for you today, but hope that you can understand. Please consider this review final. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, Caroline. Thanks, Caroline? Wow. I'm sorry, but if somebody wrote me a letter like that, basically stomping all over my ability to advertise my business because it was affiliated with my site, I think I would sue them. Get a big-ass lawyer and sue them. I'm sorry. I hope Alex gets that lawyer he was talking about today. Because basically, political content should focus on the merits of the candidate. Okay? So if you have anything to say bad about the candidate, should you be taken down? If so, then why are these liberal sites that are bashing Trump able to advertise on there? Political messaging should not target special interests or groups or imply affiliations. Well, there are a lot of special interests groups and implied affiliations when you see ads on the side of Google for other things. I mean, there are all sorts of ads. There are ads for veganism. There are ads for save the animals. There are anti-hunting ads. There are ads for race relations. There are all sorts of ads that are actually in the ad targeting those. MoveOn.org has ads that you see regularly on the side of pages. I mean, they're one of the most political and politically incorrect about what they post sites I've ever seen. So, I think this is just a target against Alex Jones and InfoWars. And he thinks it is too. And I am pretty sure that's what it is. So, I wrote a large article about this today, and I gave a lot of information, and when I was done with it, I shared it to a lot of Facebook groups that I am a member of. And one of the ones that I shared it to was called South Carolina for the New Conservative Movement. And I have a friend who's running for Senate and did not make it in this time, unfortunately. The candidate in the Democratic Party who has been in there for 23 years made it in again. But I told her that I would go ahead and join the South Carolina groups so that when she wanted to run again, I would be able to help her promote. And so I did so. And I posted this article, which I have called When Globalists Attack, InfoWars Ad Block, Milo Resigns from Breitbart. And I posted it to their page, and I got this response from a woman named Jen Finnemore. No! Exclamation point. Don't share this. This is pro-alt-right and the exact opposite of what we're doing here. Now, I will tell you this right now. What they're doing here is listed up in the corner of this page as, and I will try to get it quickly here, a group of sandlappers who support the new conservative movement carrying on the works of Evan McMullen, whoever that is, to promote a new generation of leadership based on respect of all people, conservative ideas, and commitment to American values. And I don't know who Eric McMullen is, but this is a South Carolina site. And I wrote back to this woman, and I said, well, this is exactly what I'm doing here. I am a South Carolina resident. I am a conservative who voted Republican. And the term alt-right is absolutely mainstream media propaganda BS. I take it you're with the establishment right, who wants to walk all over the First Amendment, because that is what this article I wrote is about. And you're saying don't share it, is doing just that. I quote from the description of this group. Promote a new generation of leadership based on respect for all people, conservative ideas, and commitment to American values. So, you disrespect me and my conservative ideas, and to top it off, the American values stated within the Constitution, and it starts with the freedom of the press and the freedom of speech. That's called the First Amendment. What say ye, Jan Finnemore? She has yet to reply. But you can go on my Facebook group, Truth, Human Lives Matter, and you can join us if you like, and you can also go ahead and see this post which I have posted right underneath a screenshot of what was said in this, right underneath the original post, which is named When Globalists Attack. So anyway, that's about all for right at the moment. I might do another one of these before I go off to bed for the night. But what are you barking about? But I am disgusted. The whole ideal behind this is basically stopping people from stepping on freedom of speech, and then this dumbass comes along and steps on my freedom of speech in the fucking article comments. I mean, it's just... Are these conservatives or these people who need to go back to the liberal party, not libertarian party, but people who need to go back to the Democratic Party? Let's see what the principles for new American leadership is. See McMullen's principles. Okay, we got 1 minute and 48 seconds left. If this page happens to load in time, I can take a quick look at this. The time has come for new generation American leadership and civic engagement. And the page just did some weird stuff. Our basic rights are God-given. Every American is created equal. We honor our Constitution. Government power must be separated and balanced. Our leaders must be honest and wise. We share responsibility for service and civic duty. Our leaders must be fiscally responsible. Government must promote free market. We must help people in poverty. We must protect life at birth and natural death. National defense is primary federal. All Americans should have access to affordable quality health care. Second Amendment right must be protected. Healthy immigration is important to our future. Invitation for national conversation. How do you feel about America today? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so basically, right off the rip, these people who only have 100 members in their group are stepping on my constitutional rights. And our leadership must be honest and wise. They are basically stepping on the honest and wise leadership of Donald Trump, who the media is claiming is not honest or wise. But we who actually know what he's doing know differently. So these people are no better than libtards. At least the one that commented. Let's put it that way. Okay, time's up. That's all for now. Have a good one. Bye.